and the children are supposed to sing, but the adults don't. And you go, what kind of teacher are you to not even demonstrate what you want them to do?
I know.
So, yeah, and the trouble is that children love me, I love them, we do these amazing things, and the teachers, they hated me. They hated me so much. So this spiky collar that I wear is...
Oh, I've never seen your spiky collar.
Have you never seen? Bloody hell, you haven't lived, girl. I have four. Yeah, I have 4 of these, and I call them my vampire repellents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not anti-vampire, but children won't go for me. So I'd say to the children, and this is the thing I noticed: a children of 7 and above, you go, it's a vampire repellent, and they would say vampires aren't real. So I would say, well, how many vampires can you see? And they'd say, none. And I go, well, it works then. But children in year 1 and 2, so 5 and 6, I say to them, do you know what the word repellent means? And they go, no. I go, okay, well, if an umbrella is a rain repellent, what does repellent mean? And they go, oh, yeah, it keeps the rain off. I said, yeah. I said, well, this is a vampire repellent. And as I said, I've interacted, so year 1 and 2s, probably about 1,500 year 1 and 2 children in 18 different schools, and they'd go, but what if I bite you on the arm or the leg or the hand or the head or the shin or the thigh or the... And I thought, oh, that's just a funny story. And then I found out a bit about dyslexia and the fact I experience the world multi-perspectively all the time. And I suddenly went, oh, they see multiple versions of reality. We try to give them a single fact, but they see all the exceptions. And in fact, your message of giving them a voice. So here's a good tip for anybody who wants to find their way out of a problem. You explain your problem in a way that a child can understand and make it fun, and the inventions they can come up with. So this obviously is now going back 15 years, but at the time, the UK's youngest inventor was a kid called Sam Houghton. And Sam Houghton was a fan of Balamory, as an inventor. And he was watching his dad sweep the yard, his backyard. And his dad used a firm bristle brush for the twigs and leaves, and then a fine bristle brush for the dust. And the 2.5-year-old sitting there, he's like, WTF, not that, but and he just couldn't figure it out. So he got his grandma and a big elastic band, and they tied the 2 brooms together, hard at the front, soft at the back, half the workload, bang, like that. Wow. And the reason that adults accept everything they accept is because they've stopped asking the questions that children ask. And when children ask us questions and we tell them why a thing is the way it is, that isn't truth. That is the sign of at large, a weakened, beaten, tired, hopeless person that accepts life as it is because they think there is no other. Because dyslexic brains like mine see multiple perspectives, I'm always stepping into different points of view and different sets of shoes. And I didn't realise for so long that other people couldn't do this. Because I thought, well, I'm not clever.
Okay, so going back to our title, which was about celebrating uniqueness, I think absolutely you have shared your unique personality and following your own path, following, the unexpectedness of your path, but actually very much overcoming these obstacles that have come in your way and showing demonstrating your resilience, shining a light on kids, this is all about, vision, vitality, voice for kids, creating possibilities. It's obviously not kids watching, it's parents, but the aim is to kind of get together with other adults and share stories that just create some possibilities for kids and some help them I think through stories they learn very
Definitely.
much how other people have got through stuff. Yeah.
Let me give you and your viewers a few tips then. So if we take the purpose of the talking, vision, vitality, and voice. So the stories I talked about is noticing what children notice. Knowing that children who are clamped down, sat down, being quiet on screens or wherever it is, their bodies are not vital. And if their bodies are not vital, their brains are not vital. Yes, a child will sit and stare at a screen all day long, but they would much rather run around, play, be silly, giggle, fall over and get dirty. And ultimately, if you start paying attention to what children see, and rather than questioning them, question yourself as to why you don't see it, then have the vitality and the voice. It's so important to listen to the voices of children because they see the world in not the blemished way that adults see the world. So there are two very good books that I recommend for all parents. One is called Raising Boys and one is called Raising Girls. They are best-selling books, and one of the tips in raising boys, for example, is that boys, as they approach 9, 10, 11, as they start to get prepubescent, they absolutely hate looking at people in the eye. So a girl child will look in your eyes and have a deep conversation about whatever it might be. A boy will always try to avert his gaze. And so parents, what they do is they go, oh, look at me, you haven't tidied your room, oh, you left a mess in the... And what happens is the defenses go up, the child starts shrugging or going, I don't know, and walks off, and you don't achieve any learning. The way to break through that is to engage the young man child in a aimless task. So you're washing, he's drying. You're laying plates, he's laying cutlery.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You're
matter.
alongside them.
Alongside them, have a chat which is open question based. How are you? Shut up and listen. Because a boy child is not going to be as forthcoming as a girl child, and they need the space to let their words come to them. And that technique, I've used it multiple times when I was coaching, because so black boys, for example, not always, but typically are taught not to look at their elders. But if you want to break down barriers, that's what you do.
Okay, I'm just typing up in a couple of notes while we say that. Okay, thank you very much, Jonathan.
What else can I help you with?
Well, I'm going to actually just show your book here, and I'm going to put it into the chat. And I'm going to wrap up now, actually, because it's 4:30, and it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
I've been talking non-stop. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. You're celebrating your uniqueness.
Indeed, I am.
And I wanted to hear your story very much today because I haven't heard your full story before. I knew some of your story, but not all of your story. And often we go on and we lark about and talk about other stuff. And in fact, I'll do a quick banner for another. There's another series we've done with Niall called Space.
Yeah, I'm actually uploading them. I'm uploading them to our YouTube channel as we speak. And
that's some other conversations we're having elsewhere, isn't it? Together. So thank you very much for watching. If you have been watching and for tuning in to this Resilient Kids episode 5 session with Jonathan MacDonald, where we've been celebrating uniqueness and hopefully inspiring your kids to have some change their state with what we've been
to be great, to be awesome.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.